Hello, Christina Red. So thanks for tuning in and happy Monday to each and every one of you. And hopefully, you all are doing well. I came across this story, to talk about just some mental illness against the marginalized people. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video. I just got my bracelets about the persecuted church, and hopefully I get on radio and talk about stories about our brothers and sisters in Christ. I truly support this ministry. And I had the privilege to, one of my Lyft drivers is from Afghanistan, so I had the privilege of ministering to him, and I came across him again today. And so that's a blessing to that, I'm one of his favorite passengers, and hopefully he gets the book that I recommended him about the gospel. So here's the derelict that from Wendy's, works at Wendy's, chose to be violent to an elder. All right. So it states, you want to go back and see the video, go back and do that. I don't want to see that. I already know how violent these people are. Wendy's employee knocks out elderly customer with a sucker punch. So remember a few weeks ago, I also talked about a runner. Instead of using his energy to beat the opponent, he decides to sucker punch him. And it's a mental disorder with these guys, and specifically black males. Now, I do have black men who support my channel, and that's great. But truth needs to be told about you people. Um, and why you're so disturbed. And nonetheless, black women choose to sleep with you people. Um, and I never understood that growing up, uh, why I had such problems with these people. But here's the story. Surveillance video from a Wendy's in Prescott Valley, Arizona, shows an employee miraculously, I don't know if it's miraculous or not, sucker punched by an elderly customer, knocking him unconscious. The 67-year-old customer from Dewey, Arizona, was airlifted to a local hospital where he was reported in critical condition. And then here comes the liberal media thinking it's funny. Oh, it was a sucker punch like a Mike Tyson. The customer didn't touch him. And you know why he sucker punched him? I can't even go into the story. He ordered 3 drinks. He reached over the counter to taste his Frosty and said he had the wrong order and hits the guy. The video showed the customer, as I said, apparently ordered 3 drinks, hunched over the counter on July 26th, licking a Frosty, and according to police, he complained about his order, at which the time an employee came out from behind the service counter and struck the customer in the head. See, I had the same situation yesterday at McDonald's. I ordered, usually before I go to church, I order an iced coffee. They gave me a hot coffee instead. You know what? I left it alone. My driver came while I said, you know what? I'm not going to complain. I'm going to leave it alone because of situations like this. Now, of course, this is a black loser, probably in his 30s, can't get a job elsewhere, may have a felon, maybe a felon. And all they know how to do is violate, be a narcissist, and just bully people. And I didn't understand this as a child because I used to cry when they threatened me. Um, I was threatened by a few of them. I was molested by a couple of them, sexually molested by a couple of them. Even though they blame white people for this, but they do the same thing. They commit bestiality. There's proof of that, you know. Yet with stories like this, I'm not surprised. Now, they should like, and then they wonder why they're in jail. People say it's a system. No, they're in jail because they actually commit crimes. They need to be there. Same reason they need to be stopped by the cops due to traffic violations. Is this about hatred towards black males? No, but they do have a mental illness as a collective. I already told you in a couple of videos prior to this one that they're 80% likely to get the 80% to get the monkeypox. In addition to only 13% white males, it's probably 3% Hispanic males because overall they said 6% of Hispanics get it. So I'm going to slice it in half with the men. Maybe 3% of Hispanics got it, and 1% of Asians have it. Well, Asians are smart enough not to get in trouble like that. I mean, why do you think the prison population is so low? So this is not about white supremacy. It's not about racism and all that. Because I don't think any. I mean, I know there are ignorant people out there, and there are racist people on both sides, black and white. But as far as white people in their mind, it's just, and everybody say, "Oh, we gotta destroy the brown and blacks." No, no, white men don't scare me. No, and as a collective. But this case is be sucker punched. He could have killed that man. How ignorant is that? To want to sucker punch somebody due to some degeneracy in your mind. And if you research this, it's not even about any white people at all. Black men as a collective suffer from antisocial, I think of it's called a physical disorder, and very narcissist. They're dangerous people as a collective. And that's where this person comes from. Now, you're a black man listening to this, you want to call me hatred, or you want to call me all types of names, prove that I'm wrong about this because it really affects you people. I don't know what it is. My father was the same way. As a 3-year-old child, I actually saw him climb through the window just to attack my mother physically. And unfortunate, even she worshiped black men too much, not to because all her relationships were toxic, especially with my father. That she didn't want to admit the problem. The problem is here. There's something wrong with them. Will black women leave them, and even other races of women leave them alone? No, because black men don't change in other communities. Christina Red Soul, thanks for listening. Pray for our nation. Pray for our brothers and sisters in the persecuted church. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to share with your friends. And I'll talk to you super soon.